How's it going today, everybody? We are back with another figure review. This is Kaiju Addict, your host. And it is time. G-Fest 2022 has officially gone in the books. Go get your reservations quick. They are selling out real quick, and registration starts hopefully next week. So, to celebrate that, we've got my first ever G-Fest purchase from my first ever G-Fest here. The Toys Dream Projects Godzilla 75 and Titanosaurus special set. I think it was actually called the Battle Set to be specific, but neither here nor there. So, here we are. This is it, right here. The set. One of the craziest sets overall. This is one of the few times that a memorial box figure actually gets re-released. The 75 Godzilla first appeared in the memorial box, but the movie Monster Series actually had the 74 in it previously. So it's kind of a remold, but I think they did it because that the body mold was already in use and the head was the only thing that they had to add on. The Titanosaurus also was in the movie Monster Series line, with more movie accurate color. This is kind of like, these are both like a weird dark color. It was the Toys Dream Project set, so they were obviously a little bit special. I don't know why they did the different colorway, probably just to make it different from the regular one. You know, now getting older, technically this isn't color correct, but the figure still looks really nice. It's also a Titanosaurus, which we don't have very often. Bandai, re-release Titanosaurus, please. Anyways, so let's get on with the review. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And stick around for a lot more kaiju content. And because G-Fest 22 is officially in the books now, as long as COVID doesn't outbreak again and things don't get locked down, we'll be able to have crazy G-Fest content next year. I've already got a lot of things planned. Now that it's been officially announced, I can start reaching out to those that I need to get in contact with. So, be excited for that. First, we're going to look at the Godzilla. I'm going to just do this set as one review, as you can tell by the title and kind of by the layout. So, the 75 Godzilla, the head sculpt on it, I don't have the 74. He's actually really hard to find. I was trying to hold off on this video because I wanted the 74 just to compare the heads, but I guess I'll save that for when I eventually get that figure. That figure kind of has rounder eyebrows. He looks a little bit nicer. This Godzilla just looks pissed. Plain and simple. So that is perfect with the 75. Look at that head. It is just about perfect. That is a gorgeous looking Godzilla. The rest of the body is pretty basic for the Showa Godzillas. The nails aren't painted, they're black. It's kind of like the figures are in black and white, except this one has little hints of gray. And then the Titanosaurus does have color on it. The back spines, back plates, dorsal plates, whatever you want to call them, look great. Look at those. They stick out, dude. I remember seeing this video, a review for this figure a long time ago, and I was super excited because I loved both of these figures, and then finally getting to hold them, it was magical. It was magical. The articulation for this Godzilla, pretty simple. Both arms fully rotate. You do have to pull them both out a little bit to make sure they don't cut up on the side. The head rotates. The legs also go 360. They kind of scrape, but there's really no paint down there, so it should be fine. And so both of these tails are on glue seals. Oh man, when was the last time we talked about glue seals? I actually broke my Godzilla one, so I can move the tail. If I'm actually maybe the Godzilla wasn't a glue seal. I'm not seeing any glue residue. I thought this was his. I must have broke one of the other ones, but okay. So the tail wasn't a glue seal. We're going to save the scaling, obviously, towards the end, because we'll just do both at the same time. So, let's move on to the nemesis, or one of the nemesis of the movies. Kind of more of the tragic nemesis is Titanosaurus, who is beautifully sculpted, by the way. This is the between this and the movie monster series release from 2002, this is the only representation we have of Titanosaurus in Bandai's line. These are super sought after figures. These are, I think each of these separately still go for like $120 to $150 a piece. I got mine way back in G-Fest 2011. I got the set for $125. So that was quite a deal, because I think both of these figures now run for about that much with their tags. So, but the details, the sculpt is just about perfect. All these dots are all actual like mold, so you feel that. There is some suit creases in there. You could actually, one of the coolest things about this, they pull Next Plus and they actually show you the zipper line for Titanosaurus. That is so cool and unique. There's not many Bandais that do that, and I'm glad that they kept that in. Yeah, technically, if you want to make a movie that's accurate, you want both sides looking like this, but I personally just like this. It's a nice touch. I like suit accuracy. I don't need it 100%, but I do need it to look pretty good. The tail also looks nice. It's got this nice like pink salmon color that spreads out into this really dirty bone white or yellow, I think. I'm partially colorblind, and I definitely don't know like what you call all the tones and stuff and all the little nuances that are in colors. It's why I'm not a painter. I just never could be. Well, I could. It would just take a long time. But look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks on the back fins. Just like, this figure looks awesome. Yes, it's not color accurate to the movie, but it looks nice. The face, look at that face. The eyes, really good. Bandai really knocked it out of the park. Now, I haven't seen a video that confirmed nor denied how expensive this set was on retail. I know it wasn't necessarily an event exclusive, but I know way back in the day when YouTube was starting and Godzilla reviews were kind of just starting to take headway, one of the guys that made videos that I watched a lot, and I mean I watched it a lot, I think he said he spent like $70 way back when. The set came out in 2005, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the molds are from 2002 and 2002. Okay, they both came out in 2002, but I can't off the top of my head. I would guess it probably would have to be equivalent to probably $30 to $50, I would guess. So, all right, let's look at the articulation quick. The head spins all the way around. Looks nice. The arms can go 360. They get stopped at the thighs and then you have to pull them out. I personally don't recommend that. And I kind of do this with all my Bandai vinyls. I don't recommend pulling them out. Yes, this is vinyl, but vinyl can tear. We got to remember these are $20 figures. They are made durably, but just in case, especially with some of these rare ones. So the thighs could go around, but he's kind of got like this inner armor piece on the thigh, and it makes it catch. It is a super pain in the butt, but you can scratch up not only this middle plate, but also up in here. Don't recommend doing it. Now this one's tail is on a glue seal. I meant to break it a long time ago. I never did. Eventually I was like, actually there's really no point, because what, I'm gonna lay it down, you know. So yeah, this Titanosaurus is absolutely, I do kind of want to go back and try to get the regular movie monster series, but I feel like that's just being a little too spoiled. I don't need two Titanosauruses, so if Bandai were to re-release it, then I would get it, because then I could get it for retail. But if not, I'm not going to get it. All right, we're going to do a quick size comparison, and then we will close out this video. So, of course, we've got the 75 Godzilla and Titanosaurus. We got to look at the 75 Mechagodzilla. So one thing I've noticed over time, and I didn't really notice it as a kid, but I've noticed it even in reviews where I bring the 75 out. The 75 feels just a little too big. You can see it here because Mechagodzilla is supposed to be, pull him up. Mechagodzilla is supposed to be closer to that, even when leaning over like this. So I feel like he's just slightly too small, but maybe it is because Bandai really has this Godzilla, Mechagodzilla leaning forward. So it's possible. Oh, excuse me. And then, because this beautiful, beautiful moth had a birthday yesterday, time of recording this, yesterday was Friday. Here is the 2004 slash Tokyo SOS Mothra. This is the 6-inch one. But we'll just kind of use her for scale as the Showa. Showa Mothra. I feel like Showa Mothra is just slightly bigger. Just slightly, maybe closer to like that big. So this Mothra is a little too small, but I believe the 8-inch one is too big. So I guess this is probably a little bit better. It still looks good though. You know, these Bandai figures kind of go in and out of accuracy when it comes to sizing, but they don't look too bad. And then Titanosaurus. Looks better with Titanosaurus because Titanosaurus is supposed to be taller, so it kind of fits that. Also, Titanosaurus is mainly a villain, so you know, it kind of looks nice comparative-wise. And then, of course, we'll look at these two compared to each other. Like I said, I think Godzilla's just slightly too big. Yes, this is perfect area for Titanosaurus to take a nip on his nose, but I feel like he should be about that big. Just slightly bigger, but not too much. All right, well, that's going to finish it out with this video. Honestly, this set is just about damn near perfect. The only bad thing is that each figure individually, whether you're getting the Memorial Box version or this version, you're getting the Movie Monster series or this version of Titanosaurus or Godzilla, they're super expensive. And I mean super expensive. The Memorial Box 75 Godzilla goes for 150, 200. Like I said, Titanosaurus, I think both versions, if they're tagged, they're 130 to 150 a piece. So Bandai definitely could use a reissue on these. But we'll see. We're getting new molds for stuff. And honestly, I think the future is bright for the Bandai vinyl line this time around. I do think we're going to get a lot of new things just by the fact that, well, we're getting a Godzilla 91, which is insane. We're about to get Megalon. Megalon's supposed to be here next week sometime, hopefully. I know Showcase to Kaiju is really busy. They've made a few posts about how this is probably the most orders they've had because they're getting like 4 things at the same time. So it's going to be very busy. So just hold out with me. I'm going to try to get it as quick as I can, but I'm not going to rush them either. So the figure set, 9 out of 10, just about perfect. The only thing I can knock it down is, although, you know, it is supposed to be a little bit more expensive, I don't know what the set goes for now. I could imagine it's 200 plus. And that's a lot. That's a lot. So 9 out of 10 for this figure set. Like I said earlier, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We have a lot of kaiju stuff coming up. Like I said, I've got Bandai Megalon coming in. I'm considering buying the Flying Jet Jaguar, even though I shouldn't. Just so much stuff kind of in the works right now. A lot of projects. The G-Fest 2019 retrospective documentary still coming out. There's an idea that I'm wanting to try. I just haven't found the perfect way of doing it yet. And now that we've hit 70 subscribers, 5 more until my end of September goal, definitely pushing up. I'm getting a ton of overtime at work, so if my video uploads become sporadic and kind of few and far between, it's only because I'm getting overtime at work. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get a MacBook Pro so that I can actually sit down and edit for you guys. The next video will be a figure arts or a monster arts. We didn't make our Megalon goal, but that's okay because it was just a test. All right, guys, I'm going to stop using up time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Kaiju May Addict, your host, excited for G-Fest, signing out. Peace. Rock out. Stay happy, guys.